When she went downstairs in the morning, Simon Thompson was sitting in the dining room, drinking coffee and checking work emails. Juliana didn't know that he had returned last night, so she sat opposite him and ate breakfast quietly. This kind of silence was rare in the past. She was a chatterbox in front of Simon Thompson before, sharing everything big and small with him. Simon Thompson was the first to speak this time. I heard from Mother that you have been going to the hospital every day to take care of your friend recently. Yeah, my friend's mother has not been in good health in recent years. I'm afraid she will worry if she knows about it, so she didn't tell her family about the illness for the time being. Let the nurse take care of the patient. Don't be too hard. Although Simon Thompson did not interfere with her making friends, he might not be willing to let his little sister, who he had raised with his hands, run to serve others. I know, Juliana responded. Her treatment plan has been consulted by the country's top hematologists. There will be no problem. Don't worry. He was concerned about Kelly's illness, all for her. Juliana stirred the porridge in the bowl and said, as if he noticed that she was in a bad mood. Simon Thompson looked at her and said, unhappy. No. Juliana changed the subject. Brother, do you know any lawyer friends? You got into trouble just after you came back? Simon Thompson pinched the coffee cup with his slender fingers, and his voice was tinged with a smile. Tell me, what trouble did you cause me? The glimmer of morning light flowed in his eyes, and Juliana avoided his gaze. It's not me. My friend has some financial disputes with her partner, and the lawyer I found is not very good. It's not a big deal, Simon Thompson said. I'll arrange it for you. Thank you, brother. The lawyer arranged by Simon Thompson contacted Juliana that afternoon. He was an experienced lawyer who specialized in economic cases. It was a piece of cake for him to deal with such a small dispute. Juliana was busy meeting with the lawyer on the weekend, so she naturally did not go back to the tailors. Karis Brady's orders were ignored by her. When she returned to the Thompsons at night, Corinne Jones was still awake and sitting in the living room waiting for her. Seeing Juliana coming back, Corinne Jones asked Ellen to bring the hot milk over. What have you been busy with these days? You come back so late every day, helping my friend deal with company matters. Juliana actually didn't like to drink milk, but she still took it obediently. You haven't been home since you came back, right? Corinne Jones said, you should go back when you have time. It's probably because Karis Brady has looked for her. The Thompson and Taylor families are good friends. Many times, Corinne Jones has to consider Karis Brady's face and not hurt the relationship. I've been too busy lately. Juliana finished the milk in one breath and yawned. I'm so sleepy. Adoptive mother. I'm going upstairs to sleep first. After she finished speaking, she quickly went upstairs to her room. Corinne Jones looked at her from behind and felt helpless. She ran away as soon as I mentioned this. Miss Juliana is not close to them, but the Taylor family has never supported her for a day. At that time, Minister Taylor slapped her so hard that her face was swollen. The lady sent her away and didn't care about her for so many years. Now she is anxious when she just returned to the country. Could it be that she wants Miss Juliana to stay away from home for the rest of her life? Ellen was devoted to the girl she had raised. If it were me, I wouldn't want to go back and be scolded. Don't add fuel to the fire, Corinne Jones said. After all, she is her family. Juliana's marriage in the future will be arranged by the Taylor family. What good will it do her if she makes Karis Brady unhappy? Ellen sighed. Mrs. Taylor can arrange a good marriage for Miss Juliana. Corinne Jones called Karis Brady back to tell her about this. She didn't mean to not go back. She was probably too busy to remember. Her friend got seriously ill, and the company also encountered some problems. This friend took good care of Juliana when she was abroad. The two of them had a very deep relationship. She has been running around for her friend's affairs recently. She is so busy that I hardly see her. These high-sounding reasons failed to convince Karis Brady. She said coldly, you can't see her, but I think your Simon can see her. Corinne Jones' tone became unhappy. What do you mean by that? Simon has loved Juliana since she was a child and treats her as a younger sister. Isn't it normal to see her on weekdays? Karis Brady didn't say much and directly sent her a video. It was Simon Thompson's birthday party. The atmosphere was harmonious and noisy. Juliana and Simon Thompson stood at the table together. He was cutting the cake with a knife. The angle looked like Juliana was in his arms. The video was only a dozen seconds long. When the noisy sound ended, Corinne Jones's face had changed. Karis Brady's tone was still dignified. "Have you forgotten why you sent her away? If you Thompson think that the incident 5 years ago was not ugly enough, then I am not afraid to sacrifice the Taylor family's reputation and join you in embarrassing." Juliana was not sleepy at all. She returned to her room and lay on the bed, feeling depressed. She didn't like the Taylor family, not only because she had no feelings, but also because of what happened 5 years ago. Juliana's life experience was not a secret in the circle. Everyone knew that the eldest daughter of the Taylor family was not the biological daughter of Mrs. Taylor, Karis Brady. Her biological mother was Edwin Taylor's direct subordinate. At that time, Edwin Taylor had just started working in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It was not surprising that Juliana's mother fell in love with him, a gentle and handsome boss. The two gradually developed feelings at work. When they were together, Edwin Taylor was still single. Unfortunately, the status of the two parties was very different. Juliana's grandfather was a vice ministerial official, while Edwin Taylor's career had just begun. The background of a small translator obviously did not match his future. Grandfather Taylor forcefully separated the two, but Juliana believed that his obstruction was not the only factor. Edwin Taylor loved his career and himself the most. Her mother was very stubborn and had a strong self-esteem. She was forced to resign. Later, she found out that she was pregnant and did not tell Edwin Taylor and gave birth to the child herself. Before the age of 7, Juliana lived with her biological mother. Later, her mother didn't want to raise her anymore. She had a deep psychological trauma from being abandoned, so when the Taylors wanted to send her abroad 5 years ago, she begged them not to send her away. She wanted to call Simon Thompson, but her phone was confiscated. They locked her in a room and put her on a plane a few days later. Every time she think of how she felt at that time, she would feel suffocated. Juliana got up early in the morning and saw Corinne Jones busy cooking in the kitchen. The ginger soup boiled with roasted red dates and snow pears. She didn't like the taste of ginger and hated drinking ginger soup, so Corinne Jones would cook this sweet ginger soup for her when she caught a cold since she was a child. She hadn't had it for years, and she missed it when she smelled the familiar flavor. The pear had been cooked to a translucent texture, and Juliana leaned over and forked a piece away to eat secretly. Who has a cold? There are 3 cooks in the house. Corinne Jones doesn't cook often, and there are only a few people who can let her cook ginger soup by herself. She is in good health. Bentley Thompson is on a business trip these days, so there is only. Your brother has a fever. Corinne Jones poured the hot soup into the thermos. The temperature has fluctuated these 2 days, and he doesn't take care of himself. When you go out later, give it to him on the way. Juliana didn't dare to delay when she heard it. She swallowed the ginger-flavored pear in her mouth, took the thermos, and rushed to Simon Thompson's place.